What is up, our Willfield number one fans and viewers? This is Scott Casey Gale, Willfield number one, and today I'm going to give you my recap and review of Stranger Things Season 1, the complete first season on Netflix. I watched all 8 episodes of Season 1 and I really enjoyed it. It is totally an incredible series. It stars, okay, the show takes place. The first season is set in November 1983 in the town of Hawkins, Indiana, when a 12-year-old boy, Will Byers, vanishes mysteriously. Will's frantic mother, Joyce, played by Winona Ryder, searches for him while police chief Jim Hooper starts his own independent investigation. Will's friends, Dustin, Mike, and Lucas, his find his own independent and find, find a befriend a psychotic girl who claims to know Will's location as they uncover the truth of a sinister government agency tries to cover it up while a more insidious force lurks below the surface. Also, the second season will take place in 1984. Okay. It stars Winona Ryder as Joyce Byers, mother of 12-year-old Will Byers, and, and teenager to Jonathan Byers. Divorced from Lonnie, she relies on her older son for Jonathan for help. There's also David Harper, Jim Harper, chief of Hawkins Police Department, divorced after his young daughter died of cancer, which caused him to lapse into alcoholism. It also stars yeah, so it also stars Naughty Bobby Brown as 11. It has a great cast. But anyway, let's begin with the recaps, shall we? Okay. Season 1, Chapter 1, The Vanishing of Will Byers. In 1983, a U.S. Department of Energy laboratory in the town of Hawkins, Indiana, a scientist is attacked by an unseen creature. 12-year-old Will Byers vanishes after encountering the creature while riding his bicycle. Go from his home and from his home his bicycle home from a Dungeons and Dragons session with his friends. The next day, a young girl with a shaved head, wearing a hospital gown, steals food from a local diner. The owner, Benny, takes pity on her and feeds her before calling social services. A woman posing as a social worker arrives and shoots Benny dead. Armed men search the diner for the girl, but she escapes. Joyce, Will's mother, believes she hears Will's voice on a distorted phone call, but her phone short circuits. Will's friends Lucas, Mike, and Dustin find the girl in the woods as they search for Will. Really great first episode. I really enjoyed it. That episode 2. No, chapter 2. The Weirdo on Maple Street. It was directed by the Duffer Brothers, as the first episode was. The boys know the girl's name is 11, which is tattooed on her arm. They nickname her L. Scientists from the laboratory find a substance oozing from the walls of Joyce's home. At Mike's home, Al recognizes Will in a photo. She uses her psychoconnectors to lock the door and prevent Dustin and Lucas from informing Mike's parents about her. Searching for Will, Cooper discovers a torn piece of Al's hospital gown outside the laboratory grounds. Nancy goes with her friend Bob to a party at her boyfriend Steve's house. Will's brother Jonathan investigates his disappearance, photographing the woods where Will went missing. Hearing screaming, he wants to see Steve, Nancy, and their friends at Steve's swimming pool, and he photographs them. Bob vanishes from the poolside. Joyce receives another call from Will. Hears music from his room and sees something coming through the wall. Another great episode. I mean, this series just keeps getting better and better. Now let's go to episode 3, entitled Chapter 3, Howdy Jolly, directed by Sean Levy. Our episodes were on July 15, 2016. Okay. Bob wakes up in an empty pool near a dark creature. She tries to climb out in vain, but is dragged down. Joyce strings Christmas lights around her home establishing communication with Will, who can turn them on and off. Hooper and Deputy Research Dr. Martin Briner, that played by Research Dr. Martin Briner, the laboratory and woman named played by Matthew Modine, the the laboratory and woman named Terry Ives, who claimed their daughter was taken by scientists. Al has a flashback in which Brenner, whom she calls Papa, has to put her in solitary confinement for refusing to telekinetically harm a cat. Nancy worries about Bob, who is missing. Steve and his friends discover Jonathan's photographs and destroy them all, along with his camera. But Nancy notices a photo of Bob before she disappears and returns to Steve's house to search for her. Nancy finds Bob's car and sees the creature in the woods. Joyce establishes a code with Will using the lights, which he uses to tell her that he is alive and but unsafe. He tells Joyce to run as the creature begins to climb through the wall. Will's body is discovered in the water at a quarry. Another fantastic episode. In episode 4, chapter 4, the body, directed by Sean Levy. Al proves to the boys that Will is still alive by making contact through Mike's walkie-talkie. Using the science teacher, Mr. Clark's powerful ham radio to contact Will, Al and the boys overhear Will talking to his mother, saying he is afraid. Systematic Joyce hears him through the living room and tears the wallpaper, revealing a flesh-like substance. With Will on the other side, she breaks the wall with an axe, but this opens only to the front porch. Examining Jonathan's photo of Bob, Nancy realizes the monster is also visible. Jonathan realizes Nancy's description of the creature matches with his mother's, a humanoid figure with long arms and no face. Hooper confronts the state trooper who found Will's body. Suspicious, Hooper goes to the morgue, cuts open Will's body and discovers it's a dummy. He heads to the laboratory and breaks in. Then, fantastic episode. Then there's episode 5, chapter 5, The Flea and the Acrobat, directed by the Duffer Brothers. One of the best episodes of season 1, in my opinion. Will's father, Lonnie, assures Joyce that her experiences are hallucinations. The boys can conclude that Will is trapped in an alternate dimension, which Al calls the upside down, the same location as normal, but at another level of existence. Hooper infiltrates the Hawkins National Lab and discovers the portal. He pursues the creature but is knocked out by suited guards. He wakes up in his own home and finds a bug. After Will's funeral, the boys ask Miss Clark about dimensions, who he tells them that a space-time tear could create a passage between dimensions. The deputies inform Hooper that Bob's car was found by the state. Hooper finds the state's involvement suspicious, posting that a tear in the space-time would disrupt the electromagnetic field. The boys follow the compass to find the source. Al remembers being placed in a sensory deprivation tank to telepathically intercept information from a Russian spy. While listening to the spy, she came across the creature. Scared of finding the gate, Al detects the compass away from the laboratory. Lucas notices the distortion and confronts her. Mike defends her, and he and Lucas fight, which ends with Al telekinetically flinging Lucas off Mike. Lucas recovers and runs away. In the woods, Nancy and Jonathan find a wounded deer, which the creature attacks and drags away. Following the blood trail, Nancy calls for a passage to the upside down world and discovers the creature subsisting upon the deer while in the portal. The creature notices Nancy and attacks her. I'm loving this series already. It is so addicting. And then, episode 6, chapter 6, The Monster, directed by the Duffer Brothers. When she can't get out by herself, Jonathan pulls Nancy through the portal, saving her from the creature in the bedroom. She is afraid to be alone and asks Jonathan to stay. Steve sees them together through a bedroom window and assumes they are dating. The next day, Nancy and Jonathan resolve to kill the monster and purchase supplies from an army supplies surplus store. After a fistfight with Steve, Jonathan is arrested after he inadvertently assaults an officer. Joyce and Hooper decide to investigate together, discover that his home has been bugged. They track down Terry Ives as she is Al's biological mother, who underwent M- culture training while pregnant. 11 Ben was taken by Brenna. Al shoplifts frozen waffles and recalls how she accidentally opened the gate to the upside down on a reconnaissance mission, allowing the monster through while searching for Al. Mike and Dustin are ambushed by Tony and his bully friend. Troy holds Dustin at knife point and demands that Mike jump off the cliff into the lake where Will's body was discovered, which will likely kill him. Mike jumps out but is leveled to safety by Al, who dispatches the bullies. Lucas sees agents leaving the laboratory and realizes they are heading to Mike's house to capture Al. Amazing episode, just amazing. Then episode 7, chapter 7. When the bathtub, directed by the Duffer Brothers. Lucas warns Mike via walkie-talkie the government agents are en route. Mike, Dustin, and Al flee the house, said nearly escape with Lucas. Al telekinetically flips a van that blocks the path at the junkyard base. Lucas reconciles with Mike and Al. Joyce and Hoop are called to the police station, where they find Nancy with Jonathan, and Jonathan reveals his knowledge about the creature to his mother and Hooper. The group contacts Mike and his friends, and they rendezvous with him at the junkyard, formulating a plan to make a sensory desperation tank to amplify Al's power so she can search for Will and Bob. They break into the middle school and construct the tank in the gym. With Joyce's help, Al successfully contacts the Upside down to find Baba dead and Will alive, hiding in the Upside Down castle bias. His makeshift fort. Cooper and Joyce attempt to break into Hawkins' laboratory to save Will, but are apprehended by security guards. Nancy and Jonathan resolve to kill the monster and steal their hunting gear back from the police station. In the Upside Down, the monster breaks into the fort where Will is hiding. Scary, scary, amazing, good episode. Scary, good episode. And then it's the season 1 finale. Episode 8, Chapter 8, The Upside Down, directed by the Duffer Brothers. Interrogated by Brenna, Cooper gives up Al's location in exchange for neutrality and access to the gate. He and Joyce enter hazmat suits and discover the creature's nest, where they find Will unconscious with a slug-like creature in his espionage. Nancy and Jonathan booby trap the buyer's home, then cut their hands to attract the creature with their blood. Steve arrives, intending to apologize to Jonathan about their fight. The monster attacks and Steve traps it, but it escapes back into the Upside Down. Al and the boys hide in the middle school. Agents storm the school, but Al crashes their brains. As Brenna recovers the weakened Al, the monster enters and begins to attack Brenna. The boys escape with Al and hide in a room until the monster finds and tries to break them. Al pins it against the wall. Says goodbye to Mike and both vanish. Will is hospitalized and reunited with his mother, brother, and friends. Hooper is reluctantly picked up by a black car. 1 month later, Nancy has gotten back together with Steve, and both are good friends. With Jonathan, Hooper leaves Eggo waffles and other food in a box in the woods. Will coughs up a slug-like creature, briefly seeing the world upside down, but hides him from his family. And I would give this season 1, all 8 episodes, 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, way up. It is an amazing, well put together series. The storylines are intense. The plot twists are amazing. The acting is great, and the cast is good. Good. And Matthew Modine does a really good job as Dr. Brenner. Now the question is he alive or is he dead? Because he was attacked by the creature in the season finale. But we don't know if he was killed. so its status is unknown. What's going to happen in season two, which is supposed to take place in 1984? Do you think we will see Dr. Brenner? And what do you think is going to happen with the characters? And what do you think is going to happen with Will? Anyway, like I said, I would rate this whole entire series 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, way up, a triple plus. And I want to thank my brother, the in-law, John Tannheimer, for recommending this series because it is just phenomenal. For those of you who haven't watched this series, I highly recommend you do. You will be addicted and you will want to binge watch it and nonstop. Hell, I may even rewatch this series because it was that damn good. Anyway, comment down below in the comment section. Tell me what you thought of Stranger Things, what you liked about the series, and what was your favorite episode. And what do you think is going to happen in season 2? Anyway, subscribe to my channel, Willfield number 1. Subscribe to my best close friends, BB717, Godzilla Hawk, JH Films, Aces Brothers, First Global Smith Entertainment. Subscribe to my National Western Shooters, NWS Revolution, NWS Gaming Channel. Subscribe to my other best close friend, the Concert Kid 14. You stay clear and subscribe to Vince Russo and follow me on Twitter at Willfield number 1. You stay classy. Live long and prosper and peace out. As I end this, as I'm gonna share this on Twitter and on Facebook.